everybody. Welcome to Cape Fear Collectibles Draft School. Today we're doing a Zendikar Rising quick draft, and we're up on our pack one, pick one. And Night Squad Commander is... I haven't actually played with this yet, but I have played against Blue White Party, and it seems I've gotten beat by a few times. It seems like it can be pretty good. It's just one of those things that if you're trying to get a full party can be difficult, but the payoffs for this is pretty good. And also I have this is a nice attachment you can get from Aether Hub. It's LSV's. I'm sure you've probably heard of him. His rankings for the draft sets, and it's I don't go by them. You know, obviously it's situational from what you're doing, but sometimes if you're in a bind, you can kind of just have a quick access to read some notes about the cards. Like he gave this a 4.0. I mean, I agree that it's a really good card. I feel like the payoffs for the party are not quite... I mean, you get a 1/1 core creature token for each creature in your party, so you should be able to get a couple 1/1s. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, creatures you control get +1 gain a struggle of the turn. Getting a full party, I feel like, is just very difficult in this set. There's a lot of good spot removal. So what else we have in the pack? We have a Marasa Root Grazer. This can be great in a landfall deck, although you have to base that off of having the payoffs for landfall first. This is an enabler for it. It's not really a payoff. So you can definitely take this and build around it. There's also a Core Celebrant, which is really key in the Black-White Clerics deck. Feed the Swarms, good removal, especially if you're in the Clerics deck and you're gaining life. And then there's a few other green cards that are reasonable. Cascade Seer, I'm not very high on. Deliberate, not very high. C4 Stalker is playable, especially in the Rogues deck. Beyond the Veil usually ends up just getting played as a land. Yeah, just I don't know. With I feel like this is a beatdown deck, and paying 4 mana for a 3/3. I don't like. I know it's probably a good card, but yeah, this is an interesting first pick. I kind of want to maybe grab the Root Grazer and build around this. Or we could just try for the party deck. I haven't done that before. Let's just see what happens. There's a Canyon Jerboa. That's a good landfall. That would have been nice to pick up if we got the Root Grazer. I'll probably still play that, possibly, but with this, trying to maybe build around this a little bit, you're going to want to go for that party sub-theme. Bugcatcher's good in a warrior deck. We could also maybe just... this would be fine in a warrior deck. Skyclave Plunder is a good draw, but I mean, we still have room for some creatures in a party deck, so we're just going to grab the Canyon Jerboa, because we're probably going to want to be the beatdown. There's a Journey to Oblivion. It's one of the better removal cards because it's any non-land permanent, and it is a pay less for party, so we're gonna grab that. Good removal spell pickup. We're still pretty open. There's nothing specific pulling me one way or the other here. Field Research is good. Glacial Grasp is good in certain decks. And then there's a Ghastly Gloom Hunter. There's nothing... There is a Tazim Raptor, which isn't bad. The reason I would maybe want to grab Gloom Hunter is if we do end up maybe going black and getting into the Cleric's deck. I'd be surprised if that Core Celebrant came back around, but maybe a Cleric's party deck. At this point, it's one of those things where you have to decide. So, Black-White Clerics is one of the better decks in this set. So, I would want to gamble maybe more going with the Ghastly Gloom Hunter and hoping that I possibly might get into that archetype. Because the payoff for getting in that, it's pretty high. So, nothing here super interesting. Especially in black. We have been seeing some good blue spells come around. And we're also trying to maybe keep an eye out for some party payoffs. We're just going to grab probably one of the better cards in this pack with the Diviner. Now there's a Stonework Pack Beast. I think we might snag that because even if we do end up in Clerics, that's a good card to have, and this facilitates the party pretty well, so we're going to snag that up. And its colorless still keeps us open. Blood Beckoning. I think that might be the pick. Be able to get back some of our, especially creatures that are specific to keep our party full, so we're going to grab that. As a practiced tactics, I feel a little bit better maybe taking this. If we are playing party, because we'll more than likely at least have a couple the party slots filled up, so I think that's a reasonable removal spell for what we're trying to do. There's also a Wind Robber, but I haven't seen any other really great payoffs for being in the Rogues deck yet, so I'm not super inclined to switch over there. Plus, it's a little underwhelming. Again, nothing super interesting here. We might grab this Thoughtless Unity, as we might be having a go wide strategy, and plus if we can get our party activated with the indestructible creatures, I mean, this could be a good finisher. And there's really nothing else that's super relevant right now. And we can grab this Outrider. It's definitely playable. I'm not super into combat tricks in this set. There's a Warrior. Definitely been passing a lot of Base Camp. I don't think I've ever played this, as we're not probably going to be splashing, but you never know. We are trying to go for a party theme, so that could possibly come in handy. Alright, there's some interesting stuff here. There's the the pathway, the double-faced black-white. There's really, I mean, there's a Kargan War Leader. These are two reasonable black cards that I'd like to be able to play. There's a Shadow Stinger, but we're a little far away from being in a blue-black Rogues mill deck. I think we just probably take the card that has the highest upside for what we're in right now. And there's also this Ardent Electromancer. We could add for party, be able to add some mana. And this is the effect is synergistic with party, so that might come back around. I think we're just gonna get this warrior right now. Alrighty, Spike Field Hazard, not terrible. Synchronized Spellcraft. There's a Ravenger's Mace. Honestly, I don't like playing 3-color decks in this set. It doesn't, even with all these double face cards, I tend to. This set's really about 2-color synergies, and they really pay off for being in 2 colors and having the synergies with them. When you start splitting them, I personally just haven't had a lot of any success whenever I run 3 colors generally, because you're trying to do too many things, and these specific archetypes are trying to do one specific thing generally. Ravenger's Mace. It is a party payoff. 3-color party. Mardu party. I mean, we have a synchronized spellcraft that has a somewhat of a payoff. There's a spell, a Spike Field Hazard that can be a possible removal. I think we just grab that right now and see what comes back around. If that spellcraft, Fireblade Charger, that's not bad. There's a Relic Amulet. That's a nice recursion removal spell, or removal piece right there. Don't think, how many instants and sorceries do I already have? 3. Yeah. That's more of a blue-red. I mean, it can be good in any, even like a blue-black rogues deck, if you're playing a lot of instants and sorceries. I like this Fireblade Charger, though. Especially if we can pick up a reasonable piece of equipment. Most of the equipment is underwhelming, though. And once it gets removed from the creature, they're all very expensive to reattach. We could go for this Marauding Blight Priest, too. That might possibly come back around, I don't know. Because we do want to have the... We're trying to go for a party theme, I think, right now. We already have plenty of warriors, but we do have a warrior sub-package. I'm just talking about not stretching yourself thin, doing exactly that and seeing if I can pull it off. There's a Kazul's Fury. It's not terrible, especially if we are going to do 3 colors. I'm not set on that quite yet, anyway. The Prowling Felidar. Again, we're trying to go for this party theme, so I want to limit the amount of just non-party creatures in this deck. So Molten Blast is generally underwhelming, especially for 3 mana. This Hellion I wouldn't mind grabbing. If I'm gonna get a creature, I wanted to definitely do something good, and that could possibly bring back one of these lands that we might have had to play. No party creatures. Seen a lot of Skyclave Sentinels. If we were in a kicker deck, I'd definitely be snagging those up, but they're not anything that I'm interested in currently. I guess we just grab this Ox. It's not anything interesting, might not even make the cut. We'll grab a piece of equipment. There's nothing else in there that's... Alright, cool. The Marauding Blight Priest came back around. There's also this Kite Sail Cleric, which... I think I might actually grab that. That has the with a kicker, you can tap 2 creatures, and we're gonna probably be somewhat of an aggressive kind of beat down deck, so I don't mind grabbing that. Blight Priest is interesting, and honestly, it's looking more like we're not even probably gonna play black. Alright, there's the Ardent Electromancer. I definitely wanted to snag that. And nothing in our colors here. Man, all these Skyclave Sentinels. Mesa Lynx is not good. I guess I'll just grab one. I might possibly be like a backup plan. Warrior in case we play black. Blood Price in case we play black. Supplies. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, there's all the payoffs for the Cleric's deck. He is a Cleric. How many Clerics do I have right now? 1. I mean, he's a bomb by himself. So I'm going to grab him and maybe try to grab a couple more Clerics if I can. Cleric of Lightspawn is not going to come back around, even though this is a quick draft. That's one that you're just probably not going to see come back around. I think this will make me want to splash. And it does have the party effect that we were kind of going for. Alright, Vanquish the Weak. There's a Royal Eruption. Probably snag that as this is one of the better removal spells, and if you grab it real late game, you can just finish the game with it. There's also an Expedition Healer. This removal is much better though. There's a lot of good cards in that pack. Yeah, finally starting to see some interesting stuff coming around. There's another Blood Beckoning. Another Pack Beast. Right now I'm trying to think what are the highest payoffs. Pack Beast would fill out Party. It also counts as a warrior, which you're going to get a payoff with Kargan War Leader. It's also... See, I wonder if this... I'm assuming that it says it's also a Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, Wizard. I'm assuming that counts with the Skyclave Hierophant as well. There's also a Fisher Wizard. I think I'm going to grab the Pack Beast. There's a Shelter. I like that. Ah, there's another Cleric. Unfortunately, this one... Yeah, whenever Skyclave Hero another Cleric you control dies, return target Cleric. Oh, okay. Any Cleric dies. Yeah, this is a nice big flyer. I like Shelter. Acquisition Expert could be good in this deck because we're going to have a high party count, but I think Shepherd's just 3/4 flyer, gain life. It's a Cleric. It hits all the points. So we're going to grab that, and maybe one of these comes back around. Probably not. I probably wouldn't be too upset about having to grab a Ambusher either, so let's just grab that. Oh, there's a Goma Fada Vanguard. That would probably be a nice pickup. Seagate Banneret, not quite as high on, although could come into play, but having to keep 5 mana up to activate it's pretty expensive. Another Electromancer. We're gonna grab the Vanguard. This can help finish a game off. Keep their bigger creatures from being able to block. There's a Relic Vial. I think we're gonna still snag this. See if we can maybe pick up another Cleric. There's another Wizard. I honestly like this with the having a low curve, having a lot of party members. Not sure I'll play 2 of them, but we'll just snag it up because there's nothing else. And again, nothing super interesting. We'll grab the Spellcraft for removal. Might not play it. Another Electromancer. Smite the Monstrous and a Blood Beckoning. We'll grab this other Blood Beckoning. Bringing creatures back is always good. Nothing interesting really here. Combat Trick. Removal that we won't play. That's an Ambusher. Not sure we're going to be playing that either, but... And a Rumble Fort to finish it off. Alright, this is a pretty interesting deck we've got here. So let's get our land cards over here. See what we got. Go through and make sure to just cut out any just bad cards that we for sure aren't going to want to play no matter what. Scavenge Blade, probably going to just chump that. It's not super great. Ox, not interested in. Again, like I said, we're trying to keep this a party theme. So those are going to be the... I don't mind the Jerboa. It has a pretty good payoff, but the Ox is 5 mana for a 4/4 that may not do anything if you don't have lands. Now, I'm trying. Do I have any? I still want to keep this, as it's gonna have. It can possibly get buffed. You can sack it to do damage. This is still probably gonna be versatile. 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. That possibly might make the cut. Spellcraft. It's pretty high cost there, but again, it does have a little bit of a synergy with our party theme. I think we're gonna cut this. How many creatures do we have? 16. I kind of want to keep this again. It's a rogue. Help keep this party filled out. Practiced tactics I don't mind keeping either for the removal, because we have a lot of party members. Gotta cut two more. I guess we could cut an Electromancer. What else? What other creatures is just not gonna be doing anything super relevant? I want to keep warriors over rogues and other things like that, as they can get this payoff here. This is exactly what I was talking about. Trying to make a deck that's trying to do 2 different things, have and have. We'll see. I mean, it would have been nice to have these earlier and really capitalize on the cleric archetype. We can at least cut 1 mountain. When I'm playing multiple colors like this, sometimes I tend to not, especially if I have even with these lands, sometimes I want to still run more than 17 just to make sure that I have like a wider option of getting the lanes I need. But our curve stops at 5. We've got a lot of small drops in different colors. I honestly don't mind dropping another mountain, because that really leaves us at 5, 6, 7 mountains, 4 swamps, and 6 plains, which I think is fine. Yeah, we'll see. This will be interesting. I think we've got good removal. We've got ways to get our creatures back. We've got sporadic synergies. We'll just see if they can all come together. I think we built a party deck. That's what I was kind of interested in doing. The base camp. I think we'll actually play 2, and maybe cut another mountain, and then we'll be at 6 mountains, 6 plains, and then 1 of everything, unless we're trying to play instant or sorcery. But all right, cool. thanks for watching this draft school episode. We're gonna be doing more content like this. We do quick drafts a lot, obviously, because they're a little cheaper to pay for. Premier drafts, we usually don't do traditional, just as a lot of people don't want to sit through and watch a traditional draft, but we might do those every once in a while just to see if people are interested. And make sure to follow us on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, you'll be able to see more of our draft school videos. We do unboxings, product reviews, and even we have some of our historic and standard deck playthroughs on there, and we'll have the playthrough video on there probably tomorrow. I think should be up there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.